Hi, team. I'm excited. I know it's not quite 8 o'clock, but I can't handle it. We got business to do tonight. I am excited. I cannot wait for this Zoom. We're going to start off March with like pure fire. I feel like I'm still on fire from February. Like I am on such a high, and I feel like the energy is just going to come like crazy tonight. So I'm super excited. So if you guys are excited, drop a 1 in the comments so I can see who else is excited with me.
Doesn't look like it. Oh,
Oh,
now they're there
coming.
we go.
Now
Okay.
they're coming.
Now we got them.
All right. It is 8 o'clock. It is Monday night. We are recording already. We were just
It's amazing.
Ready to go. So welcome everybody to our Monday night call, or my Monday night Zoom, I should say.
Is this a call?
Yeah,
That's
that would be weird. But I am Stephanie Dunn. This is my husband, Joel Dunn, and we have been with the company going on almost 12 years. And we are excited to share a little bit about how to be successful in this business, what kind of the day looks like, how you can be successful coming in as a new distributor, or maybe you've been in for 3, 4, 5 years, and today's the day that you decide that you're going to do it. And I think we have everything that we have the ability to share this because we've been through it. And you guys, it showed like Joel and I were warriors again last week, and it's not that I'm looking at that. It's like I'm doing the work. And so I want you guys to know the things that I'm sharing, everything that we have when these girls come on and talk about is stuff that they're having success with. And sometimes it's so basic that it's just easy, but it seems easy. Like it's just the basic stuff. And people think it's more than that.
It's simple.
Yes, that's the word.
But it's not always easy.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So good thing that you're here. Good thing that you're here. So a little bit about who we are and how we got started. I won't tell our story too terribly long, but if you're new, welcome. You're a part of the family, and we can't wait to help you be successful in this business. And so when I say we've been in for 12 years, number one earners of the company, we didn't come in at that. We came in as a distributor. We joined for a couple $100, $199, which was crazy. But when we joined, we were actually going through bankruptcy. Life was really hard. And I just wanted, maybe $1,000. That's what I was looking for. And so when we found this opportunity, I knew I wanted to lose some weight, feel better about myself. And it led to so much more. I didn't realize truly what I had my hands on. And so I want you guys to know we didn't go to college. We don't have some crazy degree, anything like that. It was just hard work, making a decision to wanting more and to learn from people that had the success. And that's what I'm giving you guys. I was hungry to just somebody teach me what to do, and I'll do that. Our why was we were going through bankruptcy. We were standing in food lines. People didn't know that, but our why was we needed to make money. We wanted to get ahead, and how could we do that? And It Works was that vehicle that we were looking for that people didn't know that we needed. And so last week, and if you didn't watch last week's, it's up on the YouTube channel of the why, the power of the why. So if you don't know why you're doing this business, that's the first thing that you should be writing down tonight is why are you doing this business? My why was $1,000. It was actually, I wanted to lose some weight. So that was part of my why. And you know what, if I could make $1,000 along the way, that was part of it. Your why is going to change and grow all of the time. So, write that down and then understand it's going to start changing. And our why is a lot different. It's to help you, to inspire you, to let you know that you are worthy of this and that you can do it, that you don't need anything special. You just need to make up your mind. And you had a great post today, and I wanted to start it off with this because this will lead into some of our notes on the how. So we learned about the why. Now it's all about the how, and how you guys are going to crush March and have the biggest month that you've ever had. And that's where I'm excited because this is my
go season.
Well, and this is what I like. I don't like the fluff, you guys. So if you are okay with me, I guess I should start with this.
Let's back up a second because we got to ask their permission.
Yes.
Are you guys ready? And do you want some raw tough love mixed with get it doneness. Go ahead and put it. Guys, yep. I think everyone's ready. I think, okay, maybe one of you. No, no, it looks like everybody.
Okay.
Everybody's ready.
Okay. You guys, because this was me. If there was somebody that was a millionaire mentor and I could learn from them, I was like, tell me whatever you need to do. Just tell it to me and I will do it. Um, and so that's what I want you guys to know. And it's, if you're a new distributor, this can be for you too. Like that was me, new coming in. Just tell me what to do and I'll do it. Okay, my why. This is why $1,000. Now, how do I do that? And that's what we're going to give you tonight. But I'm going to be raw. I'm a real, and it might be hard, but I want you to just go for it. So that's what we're going to do. So Joel, share a little bit of what you post, what your post was today.
So, since it's the beginning of a new month, I posted my Monday motivation since today is Monday, and it's on how to get into the winner's circle, which is the new contest that corporate has put out there. So, if you want to get into the winner's circle, here's how. Before you start, win. Say that again. Before you start, win. You know, it's simply the concept of determining your path to victory before you even start. That's like finishing and never quitting. So, first, you have to see it, you have to have a clear vision for what you want to create. Then, you have to believe it, you have to work your plan until you really believe that you can accomplish it. And then, you have to do it. You have to make sure you take massive action and never stop. That is how you will get into the winner's circle.
I love that. So these are some of my notes. So new month, you got to know your goal. So setting goal is the first step in turning the invisible into visible. So you guys could be sitting here thinking, I've got this goal, but if it is not written down, it is invisible. And we want it to be visible. We want it to be in your face. Put it on your screensaver. I don't care where it goes. If you guys go into your eSuite, your even Connect, steps to success is there. Newbies, this is a key. Steps to success. You're going to hear this like a broken record over and over. And the reason why is because this is the key to success, steps to success for a reason. I love that it's called that.
I mean, they wouldn't have named it otherwise if it was not the steps to success. So you might as well just get used to hearing it and doing them over and over and over again.
So making sure that you guys set that goal up. I love this because I'm very goal driven. So what I want you to do is day one, there's 31 days in March. I'm so glad we have a longer month. It gives me a little bit more room to just, okay, we got lots of promotions rolling in, right? What do you want from this business? Is it $1,000? Go back to your why. Is it $1,000? How much do you want to make per week? Break that down per week. How many hours are you committed? Guys, I'm saying this, committed to working this business, and be real with yourself. Like, it's okay if you can only do 2 hours. If that's what you are committed to do, then you're going to find that and you're going to write that in your calendar. Just like if you have a job, you got to write that commitment down because you're committed to that right now. So whatever your commitments are that are your must, go into your calendar. You guys, I have my calendar out always with me. This is my life. Charts, steps to success, goals. If you don't know, you're not going to. So mine are very visible because I'm very goal focused. So write that down. The more that you guys do this, the more you're just like, okay, I see that. And you're going to start to challenge yourself as you do this. So now you've got that down into weeks. Now break it down into days. So I love, one of our girls called, and she's going to be actually on as a guest tonight talking. And she says, okay, is this crazy? Am I dreaming too much? Or should I be real? Give me the realist of this and go for your goal, but stretch yourself. This is the time when you can really start stretching yourself and going, well, shoot, I did 20 customers, or I did my 6 customers, or I did my steps to success last month. I want to double that. You know what? I'm going to stretch it and I'm going to go for 3. And that's 1 a week or whatever that looks like. So you guys got to be really specific in doing that goal. The path to success is to take massive determined action. And I love this. They talk a little bit about this is, if you feel stuck or maybe you're new and you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
If you're not even stuck yet.
Like that's okay. Bear with us through this because this is kind of real and raw, and I'll break it down even a little bit simpler for you so you really know kind of some focus, like where do I start? So I'll break it down for the newbie a little bit more for you as well. But what I want you to do is, this is me. If I'm feeling like, oh my gosh, things aren't working, everybody right now, I want Joel to put this up on the screen. Like I can see you all. I can see most of you if you guys have your camera on. All right, everybody. So raise your hands. Do like this. All right, everybody. You're bringing in customers. You're bringing in distributors. They're coming like crazy. The abundance is overflowing. How does that feel? Does
Everybody
that feel
is
exciting?
smiling.
Right? Like your whole energy should have just changed if you were like this. So hopefully you are all doing that, because I did it earlier on our power hour or our morning power hour with our team. But I want you guys to know, if you're feeling like, okay, I did this stuff and it's not feeling right, you got to move. And with that, that's the determined massive action. So you've got to move. Anything that we do in this business is all about moving, moving, moving. And March is like the craziest month usually for people. March, April, we know that we're going into that. So I want you guys to write that down on your notes tonight is, when you're feeling away, like things aren't going your way, things aren't going the way that you wanted, you write that down and you go, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to shake it all out. I'm going to just change your whole energy and watch what happens. And one of the most important things, not only doing that, but Joel has said this over and over, is pray like it depends on God, work like it depends on you. And one of the best things that you can do to start your day is do not look at your phone, but actually do a
you see how the order of that went? It said pray like it depends on God and then work like it depends on you. So start your day off right.
Yeah. So first thing in the morning, how do you start your day? Don't let the day control you. You control the day. And so these are some things as you're writing these down, and these should be even writing it on your calendar as a reminder of how do you start your day. And it's, for us, it's with God. It's taking that couple minutes. Maybe it's 5 minutes, maybe it's 20 minutes, whatever that looks like. But if you can start your day with reading something that's going to uplift you, get your mind right, positive, starting off with prayer, and grateful. Being in a state of gratitude will change everything. So some people are not surrounded by people that are uplifting them, that are speaking life to them, that are believing in them. And that breaks my heart for people that that's real, Joel. Like we know that, but here and it works. We believe in you. We see greatness in you. We see that you're worthy of this. And so we're going to continue to speak that over you until you're speaking that onto others. And so I want you to start your day off right with gratitude, with seeking God, asking for, it's not always about like, Lord, bring me all these customers. Like, it's not that. Sometimes
it's okay. You can pray that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fine.
I do
pray
say,
for the distributors and the customers.
Ones, open the doors. I will do the work. So don't just pray and expect them to plop in your lap. Like, we have a mouth to be able to share this for a reason. So make sure that we do that. But you have something.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. So here's a great example of that. There is a gentleman on an island, and he's like, God, I need to get off this island. And so what he did was he sent him a boat, and he said, God, please get me off this island. And so he sent a submarine, and then he's like, God, get me off this island. And then a cruise ship stopped by. Guy dies, gets to heaven. He goes, God, why didn't you get me off that island? He goes, well, I sent you a boat, I sent the submarine, I sent the cruise ship. You just chose not to get on them. So guys, make sure that you're doing the work, because God's putting the things in front of you, but you're still sitting there praying for it.
And so we're starting off our day, right? You guys got your calendar out. You've got your goals written down. I kind of started a little bit backwards because that's just how I am. I'm like all over the place.
I'm trying to keep on your notes.
But
we're on point 13.
You
and
get
then
the
3.
idea. I'm just so excited.
Now number 2.
I'm so excited. That's the red. But you guys wanted real, and this is my realness. But write this down. When you are grateful, fear disappears and abundance comes. And I think it's so easy for fear to set in, especially when you have some big, audacious, Mike said that today,
BHAGs.
BHAGs today, is it's scary, and fear does creep in because the devil wants to stop you from what you're going for, because he knows you're going to impact the world in such a good, powerful way. And so when you're feeling like that, when you can start your day and just be in gratitude, be grateful, everything shifts around you, and you're bringing in the right energy, you're just feeling all of the good stuff. You can't help but have people be attracted to whatever is going on in your life. It is just like you are the magnet attracting all of this. And it all comes back down to the house. So if you're doing the work and you're smiling and you're excited and you can't wait to start your day because you are just in a state of thankfulness, things start to shift. And that's what we want. More money for you to go do good with, more health for you to feel amazing, to share about. So those are some of the things that I had written down. And then as you're going through this, so here's the steps that we should all be doing: is the basics build big business. It sounds simple.
Say that again, because they didn't catch it.
Basics build big business. And I think, new distributor, you're coming in and you see, oh, I love that double diamond, looks good, 5,000 a month. What is it that what it takes to get there? And it's the basics to get you there. It's just how many times do you want to do it, and how quickly do you want to do it? And our business is simple. It is really, we enroll customers, we enroll distributors, and we teach the distributors to do the same. So when you join, you get your kit, you get your samples. I would, want you to get on some products so you have the ability to share your results. That is a basic business principle: is, do you use the product? Yes. This is what I love about that.
Are you a product of your own product?
And you guys can go back through all of our YouTubes and Zooms and probably see that we talk about that, but that's a basic. Remember, I'm going to talk about being a record, being broken, because that repetitiveness, it's what leads to big business. And so getting on some products that you love, qualifying yourself every month to get paid commissions. So having a 80 BV order yourself personally, or having customers of 150 in customer sales. So we want to make sure that you guys are getting commission qualified, especially with all these bonuses on the table. That's extra. Like, we got to the top, we got to a black diamond, you guys, which is 100,000 per month with no bonuses. So adding bonuses is like extra. Like, we love that, but know that there's so much out there with the comp plan that you can get to those levels without even any of these bonuses, and it just be extra. So we're excited for that. So your 6 list, your basics, you're going to want to make sure that you're commission qualified every single month, which you'll hear auto ship. I like commission qualified a lot better than auto ship. So how do you get commission qualified? You go pick out some of your favorite products that equal about 80 in business volume, and that gets you qualified for all commissions for the month. And I would recommend setting that up earlier than later. So ours is always set up on the 1st. The next goal is 6 loyal customers. And that's just something that, you're going to want to do, because that unlocks all of the bonuses. So again, that qualifies you for all bonuses. You get some rack rewards or rewards in there that you can use. So make sure that you do that. And then when you hit those 6, if you've gotten your 6 customers, you guys, even one customer, you can enroll a distributor. If you've enrolled a customer, you can enroll a distributor. And it's just practice, and how quickly do you want to do that? And even talking about it and just having the confidence. Like, I was not an expert at the beginning. I look back and go, oh man, I didn't really know what I was talking about.
We were horrible.
Wasn't good at that, but that's how I learned. And I'm so grateful that I didn't know what the heck I was doing, and I just jumped right in and went for it and learned along the way and got better as I went. And so that's something. Jump. Do not wait. Get in. Jump all in, because you just don't know where that could lead you. So I want to make sure you do that. 6 customers, and then we're going to work on 3 distributors, and that will get you all the way to the top. If you just repeat, if you teach that, like, wash your hair, you wash, rinse, and repeat. So this is something that you're going to do constantly is get yourself commission qualified, go for your 6 customers, go for 3 distributors, and then do it again. And we want to make sure that we're teaching that. And I think one of the things that people say is, how do I get my distributor? How do I get my newbie going? What is it that I can do? And I think the thing is jump in, have them follow you. Sometimes we need to, share it a little bit with them and go, here's a great post. See if you can post this and I'll help walk you through it. Host a post is something big. There's a lot of trainings that we can teach you guys on that. But I really wanted to get through this first on how to do that. In this steps to success, part of kind of your 6 list is, who do you know that drinks coffee? Who do you know that's looking to lose weight? It walks you through on the back of the sheet. It gives you some kind of memory joggers of like ideas of who you can reach out to for your 6 customers or who you think you can do. So there's always that. And then of course, posting, host to post, TikToks, all of the things.
All the socials.
And this is something that, I love is committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. So what does that mean? You guys have got your goals and they might be big and crazy and like, oh my gosh, but are you committed to that? Are you really committed? Because it's easy to put that out there, but it's way easier to be like, I'm just going to watch TV tonight. I don't want you to fall into that trap because that gets really easy, doesn't it, Joel?
Yeah. And one of the things I say about this too is commitment to it is when you're going to do it, even when the feeling that you had when you made that decision, when you made that commitment is gone. You decided, I'm going diamond. And that was a great feeling. Beginning of the month right now, it's absolutely amazing. Well, what about on the 17th when that amazing, super excited, I just heard an announcement feeling isn't there? Are you still going to be committed to hitting that goal then?
Mm-hmm. So here's what's going to happen. We're all excited. Some of you are like, I just had a great February, or some of you are new and you're like, I don't even know
what to do,
but I'm excited. And that's contagious too. And then something comes and happens along the way. Like tomorrow comes and it's a naysayer and they're like, there's no way, that's just a pyramid scheme, that doesn't work. I tried that product, it didn't work on me. Like, you're going to get all of that. We all do. Even I do. After 12 years, I've probably just gotten it a lot more, but I'm flexible in anything that comes my way throughout the day. If I go out and I go, man, host to post just really wasn't working for me today, I switch and I'm flexible. Let me go to Instagram. Let me go message a few of my friends and just tell them, hey, I just wanted to tell you, I appreciate all your positivity that you just put out all the time. Like, what can you do to shift? So your approach is going to shift. So I think you guys should write that down, is stay committed to your decision of, I'm going diamond, I'm going emerald, I'm going double diamond, whatever that is. But you may have to shift in the approach, and that's okay. Doesn't mean quit. It means shift. Get up, shake your hands around, do whatever you need to do, but make sure that you shift your approach. I'm watching a lot of this with mindset and knowing, like how you said, you come into this and I just knew this is what I want to do. What do I need to do? And the how part is, we talk to customers, we talk to distributors, and we let them know there's an option of getting our product at a discount, getting it one time for retail, or why not join and make money? That's really what we do. I think the how do we do that is, well, you got to ask the people, but you can ask on many different platforms. So whether that's in person, it's starting to happen a little bit more again, social medias, all the platforms, it's all in how you want to, how much of the social media, how much of that platform do you want to do? And I think, when you find what's your strength, definitely focus the most time in the strength and add to. There's going to be a time and a season for just different things. For me, I know a lot of you guys always are like, when the mind's right, the business is right. Absolutely believe that. If you would have told me I needed to spend this amount of time working on mindset at the beginning, I would have looked at you like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I just need to make $1,000. I don't sign up for uh, teaching people. I didn't know about this mindset. I didn't care about leadership. I didn't know any of that. I was in survival mode of, I just need to make $1,000. Like, people don't know how broke I am. Actually, $100 was a lot of money. And so as I started seeing that, I understood
Mhm.
the importance of mindset. So some of you might be there and understand the importance of that. So the quicker that you can see getting all of this in alignment of, we've got the steps to do it, but you also need to be prepared for people. And they aren't always the
Yeah.
nicest. They're like, some of them are not very nice at all.
Well, and the thing too to think about is, okay, so you've got this great idea, you're committed to your decision. I want you to realize that the way that you envisioning getting there, that's not how it's going to be.
Mhm.
You think that getting to diamond and a double is going to be like this. You guys ever seen the what people think success looks like
Mhm.
and then what
Mhm.
success really looks like? That's exactly what is going to happen for your goals.
Mhm.
So you have this perfect idea of what it's going to look like, but it's not going to happen that way. And you're going to go through so many things that are going to cause you to be so much better had you gone straight up.
Mhm.
So just realize it. And the difference between successful and unsuccessful people is the successful people realize that there's going to be the twists and turns and it's not going to be the way that they had planned it to be.
Yeah, you guys, over the last few months, I laugh, but it's not funny, has been a struggle personally. And I don't go on Facebook and I don't go and share a whole lot on things. And I feel like, okay, maybe I need to let people know where I've been and all that. Um, but it's been a struggle. I even messaged Cami, who is Mark's daughter, Pentecost, and just said, hey, I just needed to share a couple of the wins with you. This is what my team's doing. And I feel like that's a win, sharing their success when life has just been hard. And I just needed to share that. So be an advocate for yourself. I love
Mhm.
that she said that of, we're all going to have life. We're all going to have the circles and the dips, but it's staying that course knowing, okay, I committed and I'm determined that this is going to be the way that it is. Even on those hard days, you need to show up. Those are the most important days to show up, especially through March, especially if you want to change your life. um, my hopes is that it's with It Works that can change that. But even if this Zoom, someday down the road you decide that It Works wasn't for you, you still need to be committed in anything that you do to change your life. And that's what me and Joel want for you as a person, as a human, is not
Mhm.
only in It Works but in life, that you know that you're a committed person, that you're loyal, that you have good character, that you love to help others. And It Works, I feel like, is just that whole circle of all of it. But if you can do that in all of areas of your life, that's what we want to be able to share with you guys on that level. um so here's one other little thing before I start pulling these girls on too, is if you guys are okay with this, all right, hopefully you guys are getting a little bit of something from this. If I am giving you anything, could you drop a one or a yes? I like it. Okay, so good. I'm glad, because sometimes I'm like, are they getting anything? So here's what I want you also to know, because I myself can have this at moments where, you think, oh man, they're the number one earners. They've been in it. They're just so lucky. Things are just falling in their lap. They don't have any issues, all of these things. But this is what I think I did really quickly on, is the only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story that you keep telling yourself. And we were going through bankruptcy. We were going through, things were hard. Joel lost his mom. We went through cancer. All of these things that should be hard, that I could have told myself, I'm not worthy of that. I don't have an education in network marketing. I don't have a network of people. I could give you guys the list that you could give me. And that's just a story that you're telling yourself. That is not what we believe. That is definitely not what God sees in you. He sees so much more than you. So the best part, you get to create that story. You get to write whatever you want. And that's the story. Tell the story of, I am worthy of so much. I can't wait to get a $20,000 check to be able to give that to whatever you're passionate about. For us, it's our school in Africa. I love that. For us, it's helping sex slavery. For us, it's, food banks, the people that gave to us. I want to be able to give back in bigger ways than I ever did. So make sure that you tell the story that you want that is good.
I'm also going to clarify that we are helping end
Yes.
child trafficking.
Yes. Yes.
Just in
Good
case, because I saw a
clarification.
couple eyes go, "What did she just say?" Didn't come out right the first time.
I was like
I
Kinsey
know.
on the one time, like when she was saying that. But you guys get my idea. Yes, we are giving to end that, not actually. Yeah, that sounds terrible. But
Yeah, good job,
okay,
honey.
yeah, good clarification. But you guys get my drift. You understand where we want you to go with that is creating that story of where you want to go and what you want to do with it. So I hope you guys got that down. Basics work, goal setting, time management, key right now. So make sure if you don't have a calendar, you need to go do that. This is if you don't have if you're not commission qualified right now, and what is that? Having that ADBV personal order or having those customers, don't waste my time or your upline's time. Okay? Because this is a business and we want to help those that are serious. And I say that because not to hurt feelings, because I didn't have money. You guys knew that. I got into this to make money and to feel good about myself. But in order to do that, I knew to be successful, that's what the people were telling me to do. And I knew that makes sense. I need to be a product of the product. I'm doing what they tell me to do. I'm going to make sure that I have this every single month because I'm a business owner. You guys are business owners of a multi-million-dollar business if that's what you want. And first clue, make sure that you're getting product that you can use yourself and you can sell it. I think that's even the best thing is this isn't a $3,000 a month business that you need to do. It's $80, $80 to $100 that you get yourself and you can make that back in selling that product or using it. Most of the time, I feel like by using it, you get way more out of it than that. So make sure that you guys do that. Go for those 6 customers and distributors, multiple platforms that you can do. We've got the scripts, we've got the host to post, but you've got to do that. And then setting that goal, writing that down from turning it invisible to visible. You've got to see it and you'll start to believe it. And those are some of the things that you can do. And the how is really how many host to post do you want to get up a day? How much work do you want to put in? Being okay with people saying no. It's going to happen. People are rude. I don't understand. I'm just like, okay, thank you. Like, carry on. Don't take it personal. The quicker that you can not take it personal, the faster and more success you're going to have. I'm like, it doesn't even offend me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm like, sweet, I can delete them as a friend, carry on, because my Facebook and Instagram, it is business. So sorry if I deleted you, but that's just the way that it is. Sometimes my friends are like from high school, they were like, hey, you deleted me. I really wanted to try those greens that you drink all the time. I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes. Like I did not realize, like, I'm so business sometimes that's the way that it is. But we want that path to success, take massive determined action. And that's just me. I love you all, but I'm also determined to make sure that we have success. And that's something that we do. So with that, there's a few girls that have decided that they have had some massive success and it's exciting. And I know exactly, like, they're all of the things. So I think I'll bring on Brandy. Are you on? Let me see. Oh, can you unmute yourself or can we unmute
She
her?
can unmute herself.
Yep, you can unmute yourself.
Hi.
All right, I'll intro who Brandy is. So last night, you guys might have heard her announced, if you were listening to Mark's call, as the number one. She was the DT winner, you guys, of the Warrior. And I was like, so yes, we're gonna tease her. Her legal name is Ashley, but she goes by Brandy. So you guys know who she is now. And she's got a really good story. But here's something that I was just like, I didn't know it was her because it was saying Ashley and I know her as Brandy. And then they said, Mike said her last name wrong. And then I was like, oh yeah, that's her. And she had just gone Emerald. So I'm in my head, I wasn't thinking DT enroller because we already know where she's going. I already know that. So, what are you speaking out there? Because when I'm talking to you, or if you're on our team, if I'm not saying like, oh, you're a distributor. No, we're going for diamond. We're going for double. So we're just speaking that out. So it didn't register because I'm thinking, well, she's Emerald and we're going for double.
I
Like,
know we
what
were
the
so
heck?
confused. We're like, what happened?
But you guys, she made a decision. So I'll let her come on and share a quick story and we'll keep this. But I think people want to know, new distributor, been in for about 5 to 6 weeks. Um, Product of the product, you're having great results, right? And you're committed. And I think I want them to have it hear from you, because I think people think, oh my gosh, she's doing all these TikToks. Oh my gosh, she's doing all these Instagram. Like, what is it? And I couldn't think of better people to come on here than go, here, you're doing what is being shared, the basics of the business. So I was going to say, Ashley, Brandy, come on, tell everybody a little bit about who you are. If you're a mom, give us a little bit background.
Okay, so I am a mom of three, a wifey to one, obviously, a pretty fabulous husband. I'm pretty, no offense, Joel, but I'm pretty sure I have the best husband on the planet. Um, he spoils and loves me unconditionally. I am also work part-time at my church. I'm the head of the audiovisual team. I'm also, my husband, on top of being a full-time deputy, is the part-time youth pastor, so I'm also the minister's wife. I wear a lot of hats, so to say that I'm busy is an understatement of the year. Do you want me to go farther business wise, or do you I don't know, no.
So really, you guys, busy, right? When we think of this, sometimes people come and say, well, I'm busy. And it, as I was talking to Brandy, I actually had conversation with her on the phone, and she shared with me her fears of why she didn't really know she wanted to do this. You get those fears in your head, right? Like, what are people going to think? And so I want people to know that. How did you get over the fear so quickly?
I got to work, and it's really not anything else more than that. I will say I got on a Zoom that y'all did right after I started, and Joel quoted then the same thing he quoted tonight. And I've told you this several times, or almost every time we talk, I think I bring it up. And I tell myself this every day. I have it written about 3 or 4 different places. The pray like it depends on God and work like it depends on you. And I put it into action. I don't get a customer without thanking God for it. I don't get a distributor without thanking. I pray every day for customers and distributors, for my team. Like, if I'm honest, it's not just my work. It is more importantly the fact that I put God before it. Like, if he didn't want me to have a customer that day, I'm still thinking and moving. Like, it's okay. Like, I'm totally, my identity's not in this business, although I want to be super successful in this business. I don't want to, my identity is in him, but I just got to work. Like, I was terrified. And newbies especially, if you have no idea what to do, ask your upline. And I told her, I said, okay, no idea what to do. I am scared to death, but tell me what to do. So she'd give me a checklist. I told her I did good with checklists. She gave me a checklist, and I said, okay, got that done. What's next? If you have no idea what to do, get a checklist from an upline, from a side buddy, whatever, and get it done. Get to work, because the more you're working, the less you're having time to think about your fears. You're getting to work and changing lives.
Yeah, I love that, you guys. I'm not kidding. She was like, I don't know, I'm having doubts, like, right away at the first shoot days. I was like, just okay, just
I mean,
do
I
this.
didn't doubt her.
And it's like, so we all have that. And even like me being in this long, I sometimes have the fear, but action just takes fear off the
Yep.
table. It's
Action trumps fear.
crazy what happens. And so I appreciate you just sharing that. And you guys, if you're in a team page, there are things to do. Everything is at your fingertips. It's just a matter if you're willing to do that. And sometimes people come into this, they got to tiptoe. But the moment they get a little taste, they're like, oh, I need to jump all the way in because I like the way that this feels. I got a customer, or okay, you know what? I got my post up. You need to celebrate that. And then you need to do it again, because you get better and better. And I see that happened with you. You just caught it. I think also, you guys, she knows, she sees it. She sees what that income can do. Uh, Very similar. $100 is a lot of money. And she knows, distributor, when you help someone join your team and they get 6 customers, if you're helping them, that's $150 That's a lot of money
Mhm.
in fast starts,
Hey,
especially.
to tag on something Joel said a while ago, my granddad is an evangelist, but he has said since I was T90, if you don't see it before you see it, you'll never see it. And so I hold on to that. Like if you don't see it, I mean, even with a house, same thing with building a house. If you want a house, you're gonna have to vision in your head before you can put anything together. Building a team is no different.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's just the thing is, you guys, we have all the scripts to do it. Don't question it. Just do it. And I think that sometimes that I look at things and going, really, is that post even worth putting up? Don't look at the comments. I told her that. Don't worry about that. Just start going and just doing, because it's like they don't want to comment, they don't want to like it, but they're watching. And you just don't know. And you sometimes have to be the person that actually asks them or put that seed in them, like, hey, have you ever actually thought about making the money? And I know that you've just done a great job with that. You've definitely won a lot of things recently because you're on fire. But if you could give these newbies or even people that are like, all right, I want to be branding, I want to be a winner, and I'm going to have a huge march. What are some things that you would say to them? This is what you need to do to have a successful march.
Oh my. Pray every day, all day. I have an attitude of prayer all day long. So it's not just I pray 5 minutes and that's it. Like I'm praying off and on all day long. And that may sound silly, but I'm not getting anywhere without him. But otherwise, I mean, you got to work. I mean, it's just, there's not really any magic. It's just working. Like you got to do the hosted post. You got to message people. You got to comment. You got to interact. Like there's not, and I don't have time. Oh my goodness. If y'all knew my day, I don't have time to spend 6 hours a day on my phone. I don't do that. I mean, I utilize my time. If I have, when my kid's in the tub, I play with her. Then I take 5 minutes and I do this. If you go to the bathroom, take your phone. Moms, I know you need 5 minutes of peace, but that's peace that you can also be messaging somebody, especially with these, if you have boards or you have your scripts, whatever. I mean, it literally takes you 10 minutes to send. I mean, I think the other day I timed it in 10 minutes. I sent like 53 messages or something because you're literally, now be careful how many you do. You don't want to get blocked from messaging, but like literally it's so simple. There's not any magic trick. You just do the work and have fun doing it. If you're not having fun, people see that. They see if you're boring. Don't be boring. Even if you have to be crazy and stand on your head to do a post, you're going to get somebody's attention and they're going to want to be a part of your team because you're nuts. So, I mean, just have fun with it and work. You just got to work.
You guys, when we had this conversation, you're going to talk to distributors and they're going to give you obstacles. And I said, the great thing about this is you already know what you don't want to do. I'm not going to force you to do those things. You write that down. If this isn't something, you work where you want to work and you be focused about it.
Mhm.
And so most of us are busy. Most of us coming into this have kids, or we have a job. Some of us have 2 or 3 jobs. Some of us volunteer at multiple things. Some of us have just, it's in crazy. But if you want to change and you can be focused with your time, Brandy just said she's focused. I know she's got a little one that was on a Zoom today with her. And so you just find the pockets that you can work, and you're so specific and focused in that, and you get it done. You're, again, massive determined action. Doesn't mean 24 hours. It means, where are you going to do that? And are you going to be so committed to making that happen? And I love that she has just done that. You guys, it's nothing crazy magical. It's just doing the work. And I appreciate you for just being, real, being honest. Fingers of fire, you guys. She sometimes says, my fingers are about to fall off because I've sent out so many messages today. And, I had a discouraged day yesterday, nothing. And then, all of a sudden, 2 days later, a really good day. And you guys, those are the times when you don't stop. You just don't know what's going to happen, what that shift is, but you've got to be committed to doing the task, doing your KPIs. So getting those posts up, interacting with people, saying happy birthday, getting your story up, sharing about what you're doing. If you're consistent with those, people see it. And then when you're messaging them, you can say, hey, have you seen my post that I've been talking about? Have you seen my weight loss? I'd love to give you some information about this trio that I have on special right now. So those are the doors that she just opened from doing the work for even a week. Like, people aren't going to go back through necessary for 3 months, but if you're doing that, if you just started, you can go back a week and go, have you seen the stuff I've been posting about? If you've been posting about it, right? So you got to make sure that you're doing the work. That's the magic. I should have said the magic is in the work. That's what we should have named the Zoom, is the magic's in the work. So any last minute.
I have a question for you.
Oh,
Because you're at this great point right here. So Brandy, is this a hobby, or is this something that you truly feel and see can change your family's legacy?
that's a trick question because it already is changing it. You're gonna make me cry. I'm not gonna cry on a recorded Zoom.
Okay, people love you.
It already is, but yes, it already is. I am one of those that, I mean, $100, $500. That's like that 500. Like y'all, I sobbed in the bed last night over $500, but it might as well be 3,000 to us. That's a big deal. Yep. Another thing though, I do have advice. Get you a Stephanie. I don't care if it's a sideline, if it's an upline, or if it's in your downline, get a Stephanie, because if I'm having a down day or nut day or whatever, she will pat my back or give me some love for a second or whatever. And then she's pushing right after, which is what you need in this business. You can't sit there and be coddled forever. I have taken myself about 20 minutes and just disappeared for a second and gotten myself together. And then I go back to work. Like, let yourself have a second, share with it. I have a downline that she's like one of my best friends, and I'll vent to her sometimes, and she'll say something, I'll say, okay, thanks, I just need to vent for a second, I'm right back to work. But get you a Stephanie, because everybody needs a Stephanie. You can't all have mine, but I'll share her with quite a few. Sorry, Joel, but anyway. But I mean, I've joined January 15th. See, look, now I got Stephanie and she's gonna make me cry again. I joined January 15th. And I am already boxed for diamond. And that's what I called her today. And I said, I've been looking at my charts today, and I've been looking at what I did last month. Am I totally insane for going for double? Because if I got to diamond by the end of the summer, I was going to be totally happy, because that'll, like, Emerald is changing our course. My transmission went out right before I joined. Like, it's just been everything has happened lately. But I don't know, like, y'all, I totally lost my train of thought, but get you a Stephanie. I'm going for double, so we'll see. I'm going to be freaking out, but yes, go see. Look, oh, I love all comments, y'all.
Yeah. So you always hear about the people at the top, and so I really wanted to bring on stories of people that are getting started, that you can see you can change your life starting today. And I don't even like saying this sometimes, is you don't need to be anything special. You are special. You just need to do the work. You needed to make that decision. You need to write that down. You need to pray like it depends on God and work like it depends on you. I've heard that so much. And you all can have me. Get you a circle that believes in you, that speaks life over you, that wants your success, that's going to see you just go on. And it's okay to check and evaluate and go, this person is just not good for me. They were for maybe a season in your life. Maybe they were there for a reason, but you're going somewhere else, and that's the circle that you need. And it's okay to want more and to expect more. That's the circle. That's the Stephanies you want. Those are the people, that we have. Yes, I have those moments. Yes, you're allowed to have a pity party for a minute, but then that's no time. We got lives to change. We got to get out, and it will do wonders for you when you just get back into motion, into action. So I love you. Congratulations, Brandy. I know we're going to hear your name a lot. You have a powerful story. You guys heard a little piece of that, a little piece of her why. If your why makes you cry, we know the how will come, and she's living proof of that. And so thank you for sharing, because you just inspired a whole lot of people, and you're going to continue to do that. So I love you. Double diamond. You guys, we got to cheer her on, and then we'll bring on Christy now. So Christy, can you unmute yourself?
What's up, everybody?
Yeah. So she told me a while ago she was gonna go ambassador, but she is a firecracker. She is one that you know, same thing, like nobody wants it as bad as her. Like you all are gonna feel like there is nobody else that wants this business as bad as you. I think that's when we're talking about color personalities. A red is driven, gold minded, money oriented. Blues are where's all the fun? I want to be around all the people. You're not gonna miss an event. Yellows are like the greeters at church, the grandmas, the ones that are just like, oh honey, what can I do for you? Those are the yellows. They love you, you know. And then there's greens that are analytical, that need all the details. And I'm like,
we're here to make sure the rest of you actually get stuff done.
Yeah, I don't know what's in the ingredients. I don't care about that. So she is red. She is very driven, goal focused. And what I love about you, Chrissy, and I'll have you share your story, is you were consistent, and all of a sudden it turned on. And so I want people to know, you know, this month, all of a sudden that work that you put in just quadrupled from just one thing. But here's what you're going to hear, guys, is we're going to have you do the consistent work. Sometimes we don't know when that consistent work pays off, and it can go in an instant. And I feel like Chrissy was probably like right there too as a top enroller, like going back and forth as well. I'm like, geez, these girls are just on fire. So tell us a little bit about, you know, if you're a mom, like I already know their stories, but I want you guys to hear, like, a mom, like, are you busy? Like, what's your goal? And tell us how many customers and distributors you signed this month too, so people can hear that.
Okay. All right. So yes, I am a mother. I am a mother of two. My son is 16. My daughter is 12. And I've always been a single parent. I've never had any kind of help. And so it's been hard. I mean, I know there's probably a lot of single parents that are on here right now. It's tough. And so when I started this business, I was working 2 jobs. I would leave my house at 5:30 in the morning to be at work at 6 because it was a 30-minute travel there and back. And I would work from there from 6 to like around 1:32. I would leave from there, change in the bathroom to go to my second job. And I was there until I wouldn't get home till 7 o'clock at night. That's why I started this business, because I still was broke. I still could not pay my bills. I was asking churches to help me pay my light bill. I couldn't even put gas in my car, which is sad. Working 2 jobs, I should have more than enough. And on top of that, my kids were wondering, when are you ever going to be at home? Like when can we just have a couple of hours? Because it was time for, when I would get in, it was time for them, take baths, eat, go to bed. Like, and it was just, and it was, I was at the point where I was just miserable. Like, I didn't even care if I even kept on going, because it's like, why do we just eat, sleep, and work and pay bills? Like, it wasn't, there was no enjoyment, you know? And so that's how I got into this, is I was like, of course, at first I was skeptical. I thought it was a scam, you know, and I'm like, nope, there's plenty of people that try to do that. It doesn't work. You know, I'm not a salesperson. I'm sure everybody else could say that too. And I had 132 Facebook friends. So that was another thing. I was like, I don't have nobody over here. But I seen how it was changing other people's lives, you guys. And I'm like, what if it could do that to why can't it? I know that I'm a hard worker. And so I was like, I've got to try it. I have to at least try, because you don't know unless you try. And I knew that in my situation, nothing was going to change unless I did something about it. As much as I wanted it to, as much as I wanted someone else to do it for me, it wasn't going to happen. So I got into this also to lose weight, because I was 220 pounds at the time. Praise the Lord for the products, because now I'm around 138. And so, but you guys, and at first I was very inconsistent. And Steph will tell you, like, I was so inconsistent. I was so busy that it would come later. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'll do it later. Well, then I'm like, I'm going to watch Netflix and go to bed. Well, guess what? That check come rolling in, and I'm like, this ain't going to work. No, this is worse than what I was doing with 2 jobs. This is not going to work. So I'm like, I got to do the KPIs like they're saying. I've got to start doing what they're telling me to do, because if it's working for them, it's going to work for me. And so February, actually, the last day of January, and I even reached out to Laura, which is the sideline sister, and I told her, I said, I'm committing this month. Like, I'm not going to commit just for the first week or 2 weeks like I've been doing before, like every single month, and I will not go to bed until my tasks are done. And that's what I've done. I have stayed up this month until 3 o'clock in the morning to get my tasks done. And that's not being on the phone the whole day or the whole time. That's hanging out with my kids during the day and getting them done when they're going to bed. That, like, you have to find out where your schedule is. Just like I tell my team, your schedule is not going to look like mine, but you have to put it in there somehow. You have to make it work, or else you're not going to get paid. Just like they say, if you treat it like a hobby, you're going to get paid like a hobby, which is nothing. And so fast forward to now, I don't work those 2 jobs anymore, you guys. And it's sample cash. I make over $1,000 in sample cash. Every Friday, I make over $300 with sample cash. Like, if you put it out there, people will come. You have to be consistent, and you have to ask. I used to be so afraid of asking because I'm like, they're going to cuss me out. And I have a good heart, and I'm not good with people being mean to me. So I'm like, they're going to be so hateful. And I do have people that do that. But I'm like, okay, block, bye. Like, you're not paying my bills, baby. And until you do, like, okay. You know, I tell my team, this is not for everyone. Just like if we go into Walmart, I'm not going to buy the same food that you buy. I'm not going to buy the same shampoo, you know, but you have to stay consistent. And I promise you, it will pay off. So I'm trying to think what month we're even in. I'm still on fire from last month, y'all. So February, I signed 14 distributors and 70 LCs. My biggest month ever from doing this. And so that comes from being consistent. Some of that come from people on my page, and people even knew that I was being more consistent. They were even sending me people. They were like, oh yeah, you're doing that. So here, my sister wants to order what you got. Oh, 2 girls messaged me today from someone else, and they were like, you're doing that. I'm like, yeah. And she was like, oh yeah, well, such and such. You have to let them know you're open for business. If I go to the coffee shop up here on the street Monday through Friday and only 2 days they're there, I'm going to go somewhere else. And that's just like the business. Somebody is going to go somewhere else. And you know, when I used to post a lot, which I do now still, but when I used to, I was like, people are going to get tired of seeing this, but the same people are never seeing it, never seeing it over and over again. And then, so as far as TikTok goes, totally out of my comfort zone. If you guys see my videos, I'm sorry. They're the worst I've ever seen, I'll admit. But everyone was saying, do TikToks. And I got so discouraged. I'm like, 5 views, like 3 followers, what? I was like, I told y'all this ain't for me. But I seen Montana blow up, and I was like, oh no, I got to go after that. And I started doing them, you guys. I had like less than 2,000 followers 2 weeks ago. And then all of a sudden, one of my gummies went viral. Every day for the last 2 weeks, I've had over 300 messages in my TikTok messages. I even still do right now because I just can't keep caught up. Some of them are in other countries that we don't serve yet, but I'm like, y'all just hang with me. When we get there, you know, I'll let you know. But I had people order this past week from Australia, Germany, all over Canada. Like, you guys, you just have to put it out there, and I promise you it will pay off. And you'll get so hyped up from helping other people. People reached out to me that just got their products, and they're like, you have no idea how much this just saved my life. I was about to lose a leg. I'm diabetic. Like, just think of it like, number one, you're paying your bills. What do you want? You know, you have to, like they said, you have to get so visioned on that goal of where you're going. Yeah, I want ambassador. I'm not there yet, but guess what? Your girl's on her way, and I got to hit obstacles to get there, but I'm not stopping, and I'm not going back this way. And there's going to be good days and bad. Like, I don't sign people every day. I haven't signed anybody today. It's okay. Don't get discouraged. Host to post. I didn't have any hits for 2 weeks last month. I just kept doing them though, you guys. You have to be consistent, and you have to do, like, this week, I'm telling you guys, it'll pay off so much. I'm gonna try not to cry now too. But this week, I'm taking my daughter to Florida, going to Florida, because I can just up and go if I want to, because I can take my phone with me. I'm gonna go visit my mom who's had surgery. I would not be able to do that if it wasn't for this business and me staying consistent to have the money to go. So,
you know, you guys, as I'm reading all these comments, give her some hearts, some ones if you love her. Like both of these girls are just, they made a decision. And that's what I'm excited for so much for you guys that are watching, and you're just like, okay, the difference is they decided and they're staying committed. And so I like that Brandy came in. She trusted the process, trusted the team page, the upline, do the things. We're not just saying to do the things to do the things. Like we want you to be focused in your time to do the things to have the results. And then Christy being consistent, because we don't have, although I will wave my wand and they come, like what could take off for people. We don't know that, but you've got to be consistent. Every single person is going to have a little bit of a different story, but what you're going to hear that is the same about them is consistency, using the product, showing up, doing your KPIs, putting in the work. And that's really what it comes down to, is being disciplined to do those things. So you guys, this was a jam-packed hour of just, I think, goodness of, people are like, what are the scripts? They are the same scripts if you go back from host to post, from videos that we've been using. Like, so if you're like, all right, I need to know what they're saying, it's all the same things that we have given you week after week. So if you need to go host to post, what's a host to post? Watch that video, go search for that, go into your team page and go, okay, I want to know what this host to post is. I need to learn TikTok. What are those KPIs? Go search that in your team page, or ask the person that brought you here or your upline, because they will give you the things, the tasks, the checklists to do. And that's just something that seems to be working for our team, and we love that. So same thing, congratulations. I know you've won a few things too, and it's, when you make a decision, you guys, it really, the how just happens. You don't think about it, you just get to work and it just starts to come. And when you're in momentum, guys, don't slow down. Key. We're going to be in momentum in March. And, I've heard Mark say that all the time. There's only one way to coast, and that's downhill. And we don't want you to coast. It's not fun, because it's hard to get that ball rolling. But if you're in that doesn't mean that you can't get that ball rolling and create your own momentum. So if you're by yourself right now, if it's a team of one, you get to create your momentum. If you've got a team of three, maybe those two aren't really working or three aren't working, you go create your own momentum. Don't worry about everything else. The right ones will follow suit, and see that you've been disciplined, that you're putting up your work consistently, that you're sharing consistently like she's doing. Don't look at the likes, don't look at the comments, go do the work, do the asks. I think that's the thing, is people are like, Steph, how are you doing this? I'm asking people. Sometimes before I end this, I'll just be real with you guys on this. First, I'll say thank you, Christy. Thank you, Brandy, on sharing your heart, sharing their secrets. You guys, those were their secrets. That was
Can
it.
I just say one more thing?
Yes.
So another thing too is get your own results. Okay. So when I first started, I didn't have any results, you guys. And I was like, whoa, she's lost like 60 pounds. I know that's not going to happen overnight. Cleanse. Like immediately, I lost 6.5 pounds, took a before and after picture, throwing it up. Now I've lost more. And that's like girls that join me. They're like, I don't have any. You have to get some. Like when I started, I couldn't come up with $30 extra either to buy TFX, but I did. We waste money all the time. Put it into something, make that investment that is going to make your business blow up. Because now when I show people my results, they're like, what are you on? I want all of it.
Yep.
They'll change your business for sure.
Yeah, go log in tonight, you guys, after this. If you haven't got any products, Cleanse, gummies, hair, skin, and nails, the wrap, the skinny wrap, those are things that are going to give you some instant results that you can share with the coffee that gives you that instant energy. So yeah, I love that you shared that. Can you put that up on that screen? So before, now what was I saying? Oh, okay. So I'm going to end with this, guys. So hopefully that you guys got a lot of that, but I really wanted to say this is, I get all the time, Steph, how are you doing that? How are you still getting your name consistently out there? Well, I don't worry about anybody else's business but my own. I don't care if they're doing 100 distributors. I know I'm doing the work, and that's what matters. I'm helping my team. I'm coaching. I'm doing all those things, but I'm also asking. And here's I almost feel like I need to go live or something on Facebook or wherever it is and just share about, all these gurus talking about, oh, I don't need to message. Oh, I don't need to do all of that and all these things. And I'm just like, there is a time that they were in business and that's what they did. And that's what they taught. And they got to a point and then they had a team of people that were doing that where they weren't doing that. So sometimes I get frustrated on, all these gurus and people thinking they need to buy these things. And it really comes down to work. In anything that we do in our life, you have to put in the work. And so the platforms make it easier for you to have more people to see you, to do the things, to open the door for conversation. But understand that, I'm not afraid to reach out to people, to let them know, hey, my business is open for you. If you want to be mentored by me, I would love to take you under my wing. So don't be afraid to do that. And you guys get to say, you guys are on our Zoom right now, and you know this, you're part of the #1 earning team worldwide. Utilize that. Utilize your uplines and let them know, hey, we're on the best team and we're all here to support you. I know you guys have amazing uplines. We're probably part of that. So I would think that we're okay. But I do know there's, Rachel Jones is on here. Amanda Busher is probably on here. I could go down the list of incredible leaders that you have all around you and sidelines, and utilize that and just speak that. And you're amazing. You know what to do and how to help them. And you can come every single month or every single week, Monday night. You guys can always count on us. I'm not going anywhere. You guys are quit on me before I'm going to quit on you, and share Zooms, share things that we're doing. And I am always in the trenches because I want to stay relevant and I want to be able to share and help you guys get to that whole nother level. So I love you. I hope you guys were as inspired as I am. I hope you're on fire like I was after hearing these girls. Like, I feel like I have a whole lot of energy. Like, I feel like that little fiery guy from Disney where he's just like, flame on. Like, if I could do that to you guys, flame on. Like, we need to go. It's More Money March. Keep watching. It's our 20th birthday for It Works. Unbelievable what we have our hands on. Things have shifted. Things keep getting better and better. Go after those goals. I'm just so proud of you guys. Stay committed to your decisions, but be flexible in your approach. And then remember, pray like it depends on God and work like it depends on you. I love you guys. Thank you. We will see you again next Monday night. Bye.
See you guys.